Hey gang, it's Maria here from HockeyTrainingPro.com and GoalieTrainingPro.com. Today I'm here with Lisa from Nutrigene RD, and we're going to talk a little bit about nutrition. She's the expert in this. She's a registered dietitian. She's done her master's, and she has three brothers who all play hockey, so she knows what she's talking about, where she's coming from. Lisa, I just want to ask you, probably to start off, when kids come to train in the summertime, and they're training hard, they're working out 5 days a week, making gains in the gym, but we're always monitoring their body composition because a lot of the high school age athletes, we do want to add mass to them so they can be a little bit bigger going back in the next season. So sometimes they're not adding the mass we hope they would. And so, I'll always quiz them. My quiz will always start with, well, hey, what did you have for breakfast yesterday? And then, you kind of get that look like, oh, like I'm really not very hungry, and so it's, could you tell us, I think that it's a matter that, hey man, you need to put the building blocks into your body to maximize the gains and the efforts you're putting on through the gym, but, maybe I'm wrong. Could you let me know what to tell them?
Absolutely. It is of utmost importance. If you're not putting those building blocks in, your training is, if anything, hindering your growth, because you could be injuring your body if you're not rebuilding things. So definitely, you touched on breakfast. Absolutely number one. Young athletes have really, really extreme calorie needs for a couple of reasons. They're going through growth phases, so they need extra calories for growth, but then they're extremely active and they need to fuel that as well. And then if they're actually trying to put on muscle mass on top of just regular growth, that's another layer that's added in. So calories, calories, calories. Of course, healthy foods come first, but they really need to make sure they're getting in calories. Breakfast of utmost importance. They need to make sure they're getting a lot of protein at breakfast, so minimum about 20 to 30 grams is ideal. They need to get complex carbohydrates, and they're looking for at least 100 grams here at breakfast, and then some healthy fats in there too to help keep themselves full and get some extra calories.
Yeah, and one of the things, sometimes we'll just do a 3-day nutrition recall just so we can see, okay, what's going on here. Yeah, and usually you can see pretty clear, but, a lot of times too, and they'll really highlight it in their nutrition, like, I had low-fat yogurt, I had fat-free salad dressing, I had, and it's like, no offense to moms and dads, but I know some moms and dads are on diets or watching what they eat, and it's like, okay, you just put your 16-year-old son on the same diet that your mom's on, so in terms of selecting yogurt, salad dressing, getting some of those healthy fats, where should they be should they even be looking for anything that's fat-free?
Personally, I would say no. For all of us, fat is essential. We do need to get some fat in our diet. It's about getting the right type of fats. For those athletes, getting some of the saturated fat that's in dairy products is actually okay. Getting too much, probably not great for them. But if they're looking at drinking milk, getting yogurt, 2 or 3%, totally cool to do. But really try to focus on getting in some healthy fat, so focusing on the monounsaturates. So getting olive oil-based dressings instead of doing those fat-free dressings, which tend to be higher in preservatives and sugars. Do an olive oil-based one. Get in avocado. Get in some of those healthy fats. That'll give them extra calories and just helps with their overall growth.
Yeah, so people, I think tend to throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's like I always laugh when people say, oh, I heard that fruit is unhealthy, you shouldn't eat fruit. It's like, okay, probably there aren't a lot of maybe there are some, but there probably aren't a lot of people who are obese because they eat too many apples. And so same thing. It's like, okay, people who have too high fat, they're probably getting a lot of different places rather than just from their yogurt in the morning.
Absolutely. It's about balance, and it's about eating whole, natural, real food. So apples, fruit like that, great for you. Yes, okay, there's sugar. We need some sugar, especially if we're athletes. They need to replenish those glycogen stores, but there's also tons of vitamins and nutrients that are going to help them with growth. It's going to help them with energy production. And fiber. We cannot overrate fiber. So good for us. People who are trying to lose weight and just regular everyday athletes too.